Hey guys, this is lesson 37 and let's go and get started. So, expressions and equations. Number one, they're asking us to identify the coefficient in the expression for x, okay, and define what coefficient is. So, first let's define what coefficient is. So, we have 4x, right? And coefficient is basically the number in front of the variable. And so, the variable in 4x is x, right? And so, the number in front of the variable would be 4. And so the coefficient in the expression for x would be 4. Okay, number two, identify the product in the expression 6 times 3 minus x and define what product is. Again, let's first define product. Product is a result in multiplication, right? And so the product in the expression 6 times 3 minus x is just 6 times 3 minus x, whatever that is, right? You guys could go ahead and distribute it if you want, but we could just leave it at that and say the product in the expression 6 times 3 minus x is 6 times 3 minus x. Okay? Okay. So that's it for number 3, 4, and 5. Identify and define. And let's move on. So they're asking us to solve for x in the given expressions below. And let's look at number 1. We have 3.2 minus x equals 1.6. And so in order to solve for x, we gotta, x has to be by itself. So we're going to subtract 3.2 on both sides. That's going to cancel out. We're left with negative x equals 1.6 minus 32 is minus 1.6, right? And so is negative 1.6 our answer? No, right? Because x has a negative in front. So we're going to go ahead and divide it by negative 1. And so that cancels out. The negative cancels out, and 1.6 divided by 1 is just 1.6. And so x equals 1.6. Okay. Okay, number 2, we have x minus 2.3 equals 3. Again, in order to solve for x has to be by itself. We're going to isolate x by adding 2.3 on both sides. And 3 plus 2.3 equals 5.3. And so x equals 5.3. Okay. So that's it. Solve for x for the rest of the questions, and let's move on to probability. Okay, probability. What is probability? Well, probability is just chance, right? It's basically to determine how likely an event is to occur. And so for number 1, what is the probability or chance of the spinner landing on E? So letter E, there's one letter E, right? And well, the circle is divided 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 6 equal pieces, and there's one E, and so there's 6. There's only one E, and so the probability is going to be 1 out of 6. Okay. What is the probability of the spinner landing on A or C? So A or C, right? So there's one A, and there's 2C. Okay? And so in total, the probability of landing on A or C would be 3 out of 6, right? Okay. So that's it. Go ahead and find the probability for the rest. And let's move on to our last page, which is word problems. So the relationship between spiders, S, and the number of their legs, L, which is represented by the variable L, is given by the equation L equals 8S. Okay, so for number 1, how many spiders have 32 legs? Okay, so we're looking for S, right? And we're given L. So we're going to go ahead and plug the given number into the equation. So we have L equals 32, right? We know that L equals 32. And so we're going to go ahead and plug in 32 into the equation. And we get 32 equals 8S. And in order to solve for S, we're going to have to divide both sides by 8. And that cancels out. That's just 1, right? And 32 divided by 8 equals 4. And so there are 4 spiders. 4 spiders have 32 legs in total. Okay, so S equals 4. Okay, number 2, how many legs do 3 spiders have? This time we're given S, and we're trying to solve for L. And so we're going to substitute 3 for S. So we have L equals 8 times 3. And 8 times 3 equals 24, right? And so 3 spiders have 24 legs. Okay. So use the equation to solve for 3. And try the rest on your own. And here is your answer key.